Good afternoon. Russell Hotels going live, for that hospitality show, that live hospitality show everybody's talking about. It's called On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show. I'm sorry, I didn't hit my button first, and you probably saw me just talking, not hearing anything. But you know what? We all make mistakes, okay? So, but I'm here. I got a new look. I haven't shaved in like a week or so, so this is what I look like. I've been ill, right? I've been down. I've been not down for the count, but darn near down for the count. So I had a hip issue, right? I think is inflamed or something like that, where I was in excruciating pain. Because some people were asking, why haven't I posted lately, things like that, and I'm like, I can't even get out of the bed to post. So there you go. But today is a better day. I'm not going to, I'll spare you the details of everything, but this ordeal with my hip has been going on for about at least a week, right? And it just reached a head just like this past Saturday, where I was unable to do anything but be miserable in pain, right? Had to go to the emergency room. I was in so much pain. So there you go. But hey, I'm on the mend now. So I appreciate everybody that's been sending me prayers and saying hey and saying what's going on, how you doing, all that kind of stuff. I do appreciate that. So, but anyway, hey, we're back. I was able to make it to the desk today, so I'm in the office. Right, I got some news today. Some kind of bittersweet. I guess depending on how what side you look at it about a hotel that I'm going to be showcasing right now. But I'll let you in on it. What I do now is I do the intro first, and then I do I'm sorry, I do the monologue first, then I do the intro. Okay. So the comment section is open. We're live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube. So go ahead and make your comments, make your chats, whatever you want to do. I'll be right back, right? So I'm going to put you on hold for a second. I'm going to do the intro, and then we'll be right back to start the show. And the show's not going to last that long today, okay? Because I got things to do. I know I'm a little early, too. This normally comes on at 1 o'clock. I know someone's out there saying, well, why is he doing on air Russell Hotels at 12 o'clock? Well, because I have something to do and I wanted to get this done. Right? I could have pre-recorded this and then aired it later, but I don't like that. I like doing things live, as you can see, right? So, but anyway, I'm Russell of Hotels. We're gonna do on air with Russell of Hotels right now. So bear with me. I'm gonna put you on hold for a second, and I'm gonna start the music and all that kind of stuff. So be back.
Welcome to On Air with Russell of Hotels, where we talk about everything hospitality, from hotels to influencers and everything in between. We will feature guest interviews with hospitality professionals who will share their experiences. Your host, Russell Edmond, has spent over 25 years in the hospitality industry, beginning his career with Marriott International in hotel operations before moving into the sales arena and becoming a relationship building director of sales and marketing. Russell then went to the other side as a hospitality entrepreneur. He now consults in the hotel and meeting space, which includes being the CEO of Russell of Hotels Group. Did I mention he was a veggie foodie? Yes. Russell is always looking for good non-meat eats. Please welcome your host, Russell Edmond.
I like that music. Hey, once again, Russell Hotels, thank you guys so much for joining. Today is Tuesday, December 19th. It's like a couple of days before. I guess I don't tell people this. My birthday's this week, but I don't, I don't like celebrating my birthday, so I don't tell people that, right? But it is this week. It's right before Christmas. Yeah, the perfect Christmas gift, you may say. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want this? But anyway. Anyway, but hope you guys are doing well. And like I said, thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate, like I said, the people that reached out, the well wishes when I was down for a couple of days. I was down, but not out. But I'm back, and I said, I got to do on air today. Haven't done my daily check-ins since like last Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, I think it's like last Wednesday. So I've been kind of, just trying to be on the mend and just trying to relax and not, getting up, that kind of thing. So here we go. So that's what's going on. But hey, like I said, we move forward. We never move back. We move forward. So I just want to let people know that's what was going on. And I did miss. You know what? I it's maybe good to get away from maybe social media for a little while, but I was having like social media cravings. You know what I mean? Like how people they have cravings for certain foods because they haven't had it in a long time. I was having withdrawals from social media. I was like, oh my God, I got to do something. I have to do something. But I didn't have a choice. I mean, I was in pain. So I'm like, well, I got to sit here and just deal with this pain and the heck with social media for a minute, right? But like I said, I did miss it and I'm glad I'm back and I'll try not to do this again, okay? But hey, stuff happens, life does happen, and sometimes we just can't help it. But hey, the show must go on. This is Hollywood, right? I'm in near Hollywood, so the show must go on. So, but anyway, I just got a couple things to go over today. We're gonna get to those in a minute. But let's see. Let's move forward. Ace Hotel. Okay, did you guys? Oh, should I say that already? I don't know. No, let's just get through. Let's just get through where I'm going. Okay, let me get to. So what I'm showing right now is Ace Hotel, right? Ace Hotel is downtown LA, 182 room hotel. One of my favorite places downtown. Also, one of my favorite places, my brand sponsor, which is the Level Hotel downtown LA as well, right? If you're, especially during the holidays, right? If you need a place to stay, a larger place to stay, maybe you need a 1, 2, or 3 bedroom place, hotel room for your family or for whoever. Why not try to, the Level Hotel downtown LA, the one on South Olive. StayingLevel.com is the website. Just use that promo code ROH23. It doesn't matter where you stay. Just make sure you use or make sure you always book direct. You always get the best deals. And if you have issues with your hotel stay, you know who to go to. You know who to go to, and that's the hotel, right? Anyone behind that front desk can assist you. But sometimes when we deal with the third parties, and there's issues that may arise, of course, we never want the issues to arise. But what if they do arise? Who do you have to contact? Well, if you made it through a third party, you have to contact the third party. Then they contact the hotel. Then the hotel contacts them, and then they contact you, all that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of this round, circle, dog chasing his tail kind of thing. But if you book direct, you don't have that issue with the third party. You just go direct to the hotel, say, hey, this is what's going on. Fix it for me. Okay, Mr. Russell Edmond, we'll do that for you. Mr. Russell of Hotels, we'll do that for you. So there you go. So that's why I always say book direct. You can get the best rates, and if issues come up, you go directly to the hotel and get it taken care of, okay? But stayinglevel.com, ROH23, that's the code that for that, that Russell of Hotels rate, okay? Once again, it's on South Olive. The square footage of one of these rooms is over 700 square feet. Okay, that's the smallest. That's a 1 bedroom, right? Did you know your standard size hotel room is 300 to 350 square feet? There you go. That says enough right there, right? So if you're attending a Laker game, say you want to go ice skating downtown and you want to just stay, make it a whole night or weekend, stay at the Level Hotel, go down to LA Live and it's near the convention center. It's near Crypto Arena, which is where the Lakers, Clippers, and Sparks play, and the Kings, Hockey Kings play as well. And then what is it called? The theater. What is the theater called? They have concerts there. Microsoft Theater is right there as well. So all those things are right there, right down the street from the Level Hotel. So why not stay there? Anyway, there you go. I would. Let's see. So all the photos I'm going to show and videos are of the Ace Hotel downtown LA. So I do have a couple, before I get to the thing about what I want to tell you about the Ace Hotel, and a lot of people probably already know this, but I got the suspense, right? I got to build up some suspense. But did you know that LA, I mean, this is huge. This is huge news, right? We all know that LA already had the Olympics for 2028, right? So they get the big three, right? I mean, what is the big three? I just came up with the big three. I don't think they called the big three, but I just said LA as a destination, if it hadn't blown up already, it's definitely blowing up now. because of what's on the horizon, right? So, what are the big three, Russell? What do you mean the big three? Okay, well, I'm about to show you. It's all about the destination, right? You know, the hotel. Once you pick the destination, then okay, you got to pick the hotel, right? So, boom. What is LA getting? Okay, 2026. Some people know this already. 2026, the World Games are coming to LA, right? So that's the soccer, huge soccer world tournament. Okay, soccer teams from around the world, of course, come to the World Games. Okay, that's 2026. Okay, now this is the newest thing that just happened. Boom, last week, the Super Bowl. You know, Super Bowl was just here 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, the Rams were playing the Super Bowl. Well, it's coming back in 2027. And the NFL just announced it last week that LA got it again. I mean, who gets it? Who gets the Super Bowl? Two times in 5 years. That doesn't happen, right? Well, guess what? LA's got it. Okay, so they're getting it. It's already been said. Roger Goodell came on TV and said, "Hey, the Olympics are going back to LA because they had such a great time. You saw the halftime show. You saw just the entertainment thing. The whole LA, the whole vibe of LA. It's a good thing, right? So LA is getting the Super Bowl again. So that's two things, right? So the World Games 2026, Super Bowl 2027, and then you probably knew that the Olympics, maybe you did know, the Olympics are coming in 2028. So what the heck? What is LA doing to get all this stuff? Who are they paying? But regardless, it's a good thing. So congratulations to the city of LA. Congratulations to is it Discover LA? That's the LACVB. Everybody's worked hard on that. I know they have. So congratulations to the CVB or the DMO of Los Angeles. This is great. What other destination can say that? What other world destination? We're not just talking about a national destination. World destination can say they have these three major events, 3 consecutive years. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, so they got the World Cup, yeah, World Cup, World Games, same thing, Marsha. Thank you so much. The Super Bowl 2027 and the Olympics 2028. That's crazy. Out the chain, out of control. So I see Marsha. Let's see, Marsha. Let's just you guys make comments. I can put your comments right there on the screen, right? The World Cup, right? So thank you so much, Marsha Edmond. And that's funny. She has the same last name as I. That's not related. But yeah, so no, that's my sister. Okay, just so you know, I'm just trying to be funny. All right. So no, thank you so much for your comments. I know she's traveling, I believe, somewhere. Let's see, what's next? So yeah. So I thought that was huge. I had to talk about that because it's not always about the hotel, it's about the destination, right? So you choose the destination, and the hotels are a byproduct of the destination you chose. You got to have a hotel, right? But you got to choose the destination first. So I'm sure now how this happens now, right? So once there's a major event going on in a destination, then what they do with the CVBs, or maybe it's in the works first. Before they announce it, of course, you're planning on getting it, so you're sending things out to your hotel partners to say, hey, how many rooms can you give us? Because they need X amount of rooms before they can take that back to the NFL and say, hey, we have 100,000 room nights that we can give for this event. I'm just using that as an example. And then they compare that to all the other destinations that have submitted bids, because this is a bid, you have to propose that you can host it. Why can you host it? What events do you have going on? What other venues for entertainment and all that stuff. So all that stuff factors in. But room nights is huge because there's a lot of people that come in for the World Games, for the Olympics, for the Super Bowl. I mean, tons of room nights are used during that. So they want to make sure that they can support that. So they will send it out to Greetings from Arkansas and wrote to Dallas. Okay, thank you. That's another comment. See, if you make comments, I just put them right there on the screen. So yeah, so the CVB's job is to send out the information prior to, of course, a decision being made by, if that's the Olympic Committee, if that's the NFL, if that's the World Games, right? So, or the World Cup. So they have to know that, okay, we have X amount of hundreds of thousands of room nights to devote to this thing, right? Well, that's what you do. And then they submit it and they look at all the other bids, and then, thankfully they awarded it to LA. So there you go. And that's not even, I don't even know, like college football, the championship games. They can easily get one of those games too, right? They can easily get, within the next 5 years, they can easily get another one of those, the championship game for the college football. So we don't know at this point because the NCAA does that, right? So that can be totally different than this. I mean, this could be in addition to. So we just don't know. So just continue to listen. LA is hot. Okay, so LA is hot now. So once again, congratulations to the powers that be with LA tourism. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it going. So there you go. Let's see what else. Oh, sad news. I wish I had some sad music to play. All I have is some scary music, some applause and laughter. So I don't think we want to laugh about this. But anyway, hey, just in case you did not know, it's been on the news, so now I can mention it. I've known this for about a month that it was closing, right? So Ace Hotel downtown LA is actually shutting its doors. Well, shutting its doors, that's maybe a bad way to put it. Another hotel company will take over that building, okay, or take over the hotel. But Ace, as we know it, the brand, will no longer have a footprint here in downtown LA, okay? So as of January 31st, 2024, Ace Hotel will be closing. The ownership is going to go to a more of a select service model. And I always said this, select service is the way to go because you don't have a lot of overhead. You don't have a lot of overhead. You don't have all those expenses. You don't have, restaurants you got to deal with or meeting space and all that kind of stuff. So they're just going to kind of condense it. I can't tell you exactly who's taking it over now. I know, but I'm not, once it comes out, then I'll be able to talk about it. But hey, my lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. How's that go? That's the Go-Go's, right? But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I know who's taking over. But yeah, like I said, I'm not privy to share that information with everybody else at this point. But I know that the Ace Hotel is closing January 31st, 2024. So, and just for people that did not know, Ace did not own this space. They didn't own the hotel. They managed it. They are basically a management company, but they specialize in, boutique hotels, things like that. So, I don't know why someone's going to ask me why. Hey, obviously things weren't working out. Okay, so like I said, I don't know all that story, but I just know that as of January 31st, they announced this maybe several weeks ago. But yeah, so it's out there. It was so now I can talk about it. So you can't say there, oh, Russell spoiled it for everybody. Russell, he told the whole world. No, I didn't tell the whole world. The world should already have known, but now I'm making it official on air with Russell of Hotels. Ace Hotel closing January 31st, 2024. So, but it was one of my favorite hotels downtown, right? The way they ran it, the way, the restaurant, the food and beverage concept that they had in there, the rooftop atmosphere that they created, the vibe was dope. You know what I mean? So, but I don't think the new company that's coming in will do that unless they lease out the space, because within this new company's model, they don't have food and beverage. They don't have like entertainment on the rooftop. They don't have any of that stuff. So I can see it being leased out. And it may be one of those places where someone outside is looking for a place to lease out, for special events or whatever. This may be a good opportunity for somebody to come in and say, hey, I'd like to lease out that space, right? Because like I said, the company that's doing it, they're all about select service. Select service has less overhead, okay? And I've always said that don't sleep on those select service hotels because they got it going on. So there you go. So that's what's going on. But I devoted this whole show to the Ace downtown LA. So every slide that I go through, every scene that I go through, it will be something about the Ace Hotel. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So that's my industry news, right? So hey, what do I do? So people want to know, like I said, this show's not gonna last that long today. I'm just lucky to be here. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just blessed to be able to talk today and get off my butt and move from the couch over to my desk, right, where I can, get back on social media, like where I love to be. Anyway, who am I? What do I do? I'm the brand who helps your brand, right? So Russell Hotels helps hotel brands, right, stay noticed. I'm a content creator. I'm a brand show off. Although, I'm talking about, Ace Hotel closing down, I create content that shows off your brand. I'm still showing it off, right? Because they're still in existence until the 31st of January, right? So that's a little bit over a month. So there you go. So content creating, I'm a brand show off. I'm the brand that helps your brand, and I do hotel site selection. So for my clients, I assist companies and organizations with finding that right hotel for that group, right? Group is 10 rooms or more, right? I've done 10 rooms, I've done 650 rooms on peak. It just depends, but 10 rooms is the least amount. That's considered a group, right? So 10 rooms is the least amount I've done, and 650 is the most. But I can do much more than that. That's just what I've been given, right? So I can give me more, I'll give you more, right? So, but in fact, as I was on my sick bed over the last week, I got a call from my client, and we're gonna do some more programs next year. So now this particular client only met on the West Coast. Now they want to extend to the East Coast. I'm like, cool. Okay, I'm there. So I'm happy with that. So first of the year, I hit the ground running, actually, I'm already looking for spots for this particular group. And I got a couple things lined up already as far as trips are concerned. So it's going to be good. So hotel site selection, I'm the brand who helps your brand, content creating, and I'm a brand show off. All in the world of hospitality. That's hotels. That's anything hospitality related. That can be hotels. That can be CVBs. That can be restaurants. Non-meat eat restaurants, of course, because I don't eat meat. Just in case you guys did not know that or remember that. So let's see what else. Who's your best brand advocate? You are. You would be your best brand advocate, right? So if you work for a company, if you represent your own brand, you have to be the one out there, shaking the pom poms, shaking your groove thing, shake your groove thing, shake your groove thing. So yeah, so I was missing. I tell you, I was jonesing. Is that a good word? I was jonesing to do social media, right? Because you always want to shake your pom poms for your brand, right? And I thought I was neglecting my brand by not being able to, come on and do a live or talk about, this brand or that brand, this hotel or that destination. But, sometimes you got to take care of yourself, right? So I had to, wave that white flag and say, you know what, I can't do it. So that's where I was. But you're your best brand advocate. If no one else is talking about your brand, if you're not excited about your brand, no one else is going to be. So like say, if I wasn't excited about my brand, even my sister wouldn't be excited about my brand. She'd be like, he's so passive on that thing. Why do I need to be involved? You know what I mean? But because I'm excited, that gets her excited. She comes on here and talks about the World Cup, and she's traveling from Arkansas to Dallas. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about, though, right? It's all about you, being energetic about your brand, right? So I don't care what your brand is that you represent, who you work for, or the brand that maybe you created on your own, right? You have to be excited, because if you're not excited about it, ain't nobody else gonna be. Okay, I'm speaking from experience. Okay, so there you go. Let's see, what are you doing to keep your brand relevant? Yeah, what do you do to keep your brand relevant? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I do these daily check-ins, right? I do a daily check-in, try to do them daily, talk about anything within the hospitality space. Of course, I can come up with a topic. That's not a problem. Talking about something is not a problem, right? And I do this show On Air with Russell of Hotels. It comes on every Tuesday at normally at 1:00. Okay, I'm doing a little early today because I have a doctor's appointment. That's why I'm doing this early. Okay, I don't know when his doctor's appointment is going to be over, so I'm like, let me get in, let me do this now. Then I don't have to worry about it, right? So I gotta post something, right? So yeah, so I post. I do at least a daily live Monday through Friday, right? So you got to look at it like that, right? So I tell everybody about Russell Hotels. Thank you so much. I appreciate the excitement. It don't matter if it's from your family, whatever. As long as somebody's talking about it, that's a good thing, right? So no, I appreciate my sister getting out there and shaking her palm. Whatever. I appreciate you, Marsha. Thank you so much. Marsha. So no, yeah, you have to keep yourself relevant, okay? You have to be out there. You got to make the most noise, right? You can make noise even without, saying anything. That's where social media comes in. I can be the loudest one in the room and not say one word, but I can type a word or I can show a video or I can send a still picture, and that's still making noise, right? People are still noticing it. So just, yeah, you got to do, there's different ways of doing things, right? So you just have to do it. I see so many like brands that have popped up. I'm gonna give an example. Larry Broughton. I'm not sure if you guys follow Larry Broughton on like IG and TikTok, but he has taken his brand to a new level, right? He's posting things all the time about what he does within the business space, the entrepreneurial space, the speaking, speaking engagement space. He's doing all that stuff, right? And I'm just amazed because he wasn't doing as much as he's doing now. Say 6 months ago, he wasn't. But I've been watching him, and he's just like, it seems like every day he has a new video. I mean like 6, 7 days a week. I'm not talking about 5. I'm talking about 6, 7 days a week. He's doing something. But that's what it takes, right? It is a full-time job letting people know what you do. Because this is the thing. This is my thing. This is how I think. If I don't tell anybody what I do, if I miss a day of that, that's a day of potential business for me. And maybe he thinks the same way. I don't know. But I see that and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You got to toot your own horn. You got to, promote your own business. You got to be the one out there with the pom poms. Okay. You got to get other people excited about it. And that's stuff that I noticed, right? So that's why I'm mentioning it, right? Because I noticed it. I noticed that he posts all the time, right? So I'm like, he posts more than I do. Like, maybe I need to step up my game. So, but no, I see you, Larry Broughton. So I've worked with him before. We've collaborated on some things. I used to work for him, right? So he has a management company. So and he owns a hotel as well. So yeah. So I know who he is. I know what he stands for, and yeah, definitely a dynamic speaker when it comes to that entrepreneurial space. Starting a hotel company, a hotel management company. Oh yeah, he's the real deal. So there you go. But anyway, so how do I increase social media engagement? You may ask, right? Be consistent, right? Just going back to what I just said about Larry Broughton and myself, we have to stay consistent, right? We just can't wait for somebody else to post things, right? Or post things for us. No, it's me, right? So be consistent. If that's every day, if that's once a week, if that's whatever your time frame, whatever you're available to do that, stick to the plan, right? Don't just start and stop, because people get used to things and then you all of a sudden you stop. They're like, well, the heck with him, I'll move on to somebody else. Because as you see on social media, if you scroll through, there's a whole bunch of people posting stuff, right? So you have to be on that list. You want to be on one of those. You want to be one of the social media posts that people see, right? So, or they're scrolling past, right? Like, oh, that's Russell. Okay, okay, what you talking about? They show the hotel here. Oh, okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, you want that. That's what you want, right? So be consistent. Be consistent, meaning more than one time. Okay, you can't do it one time. Think stuff is going to jump off, because it's not. Add value. Making sure you add value. I mean, hopefully, it's a sad thing because some employees will have to find new jobs, or they're going to lose their jobs, right? So, but maybe this is adding value to somebody that, hey, I just heard that the Ace Hotel is closing. Maybe they have, maybe it'll create an opportunity for someone else. I don't know, but add value. Whatever you're talking about, whatever subject matter is, make sure it's adding value to someone, right? And the third one is be authentic. So whatever you're posting, be you. You know what? Show the side of you that maybe other people don't see. Normally, I'm the same way here as I am at home or wherever, right? That's just how it is, right? So you want to be, if you're serious, be serious. If you're maybe serious with a little vibe, with a little, jovialness in there, be that way, right? So it's okay. People want to see the real you. They don't want to see somebody fake. They don't want to see a fake Jake, okay? No one wants to see a fake Jake, all right? So one thing that I ain't is fake, okay? So this is me. If anyone knows me, they know I'm the same way when they see me, when they meet me, right? That's Marsha, okay? So in fact, I'm probably more out of pocket than I am on this show. Okay. So, but that's a little different, when you're around family, that's a little different. Okay. So there you go. Next one. Use various platforms. Okay, so don't just use one platform. And I'm not afraid to say I use all these platforms. Okay, I use TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. That's 6. I use 6 of these things. I didn't realize I use 6, right? I'm not saying that everybody needs to use 6. I post one video. I do one video. I produce one video like this video right here, but I put it on multiple platforms. So you may see this on 5, 6 other platforms, okay? Because I don't know where this business. I know where the bulk of my business comes from, but you don't want to discount the other platforms either, okay? Because it may be some one-offs. You may get some business from someone else, or someone may see you. They may prompt something, a conversation, or whatever. So, and that's what you want, right? So, one post or one video, multiple postings. I'm not saying you got to do all of them like I do, but I'm saying you do have to use multiple platforms. So I'm saying at the very minimum, use 2. Okay, use 2, your top 2 platforms. Okay, whatever those happen to be, use those. I'm skipping the who's hiring today because I don't know who's hiring. I didn't look it up. But somebody is, right? But I'll resume that later at a later time. So yeah, we're almost done, right? I already told you guys I'm not wasting any time today. It's only 12:29. I'm about to be done here. So what are the ROH's 3 P's? That's Russell of Hotels. What are the 3 P's? I don't even know what they are. Oh, I'm there right there on the screen, but I have to. Okay, anyway. And I'm gonna miss this restaurant here, Loam Restaurant for breakfast. The chef was pretty good. Okay, as far as like a vegan, they had like a couple vegan options for breakfast. I'm a big breakfast kind of guy, right? And they had a couple options there, but so I'm gonna miss that, right? Coffee shop they had there, I'm gonna miss. Okay, but we move on, I guess. But anyway, hey, the ROH is 3 P's. That's purpose, passion, perseverance. Purpose. Know why you do what you do, right? I know why I do this. Like I said, I like to create content for hotels and CVBs. I like to be the brand that helps your brand, right? I like to put you on blast, right? I like to show you off. Those are things that I do. I like to be a resource for people that need assistance with, hotel site selection. Maybe they don't know where to start, right? Oh, I got 15 rooms. That's too small for a group. No, it's not. That's right in the mix, right? So yeah, so that's what we want. So so 10 rooms or more is considered a group. I got 1,000 rooms. That's too many. No, that's not too many. We'll make that work as well. So yeah, so I'm a resource. So whatever hotel related, travel related, destination, whatever, I plan things in the U.S. I plan things in overseas, Greece and Italy. Sight unseen, I may add, right? And clients were just as happy as if I was there. Okay, so I try to do that all the time, but sometimes, I have to, right? So I mean, hey, sometimes you have to do that. So, but anyway, so purpose, know why you do what you do. Passion, either you have it or you don't. If I didn't have passion for what I did or what I'm doing, I wouldn't do it anymore. So, and I suggest if you don't have passion for what you do, don't do it. Do something else. Number 3 is perseverance. Be consistent, continue to evolve. Don't give up and swerve when you need to. Okay. On air with Russell of Hotels, we swerve. We don't pivot. Okay. I don't use the P word. Oh my God. I'm stuck. I got to pivot. That's the word everybody and their mama using. Okay. Well, I don't use that word. I use swerve. Okay. So swerving, you're driving, you see something in the horizon, like, oh, I see that. That's the obstacle. Let me go around it. Pivot, you see it, you keep going. And you get stuck in it, like, oh, what can I do now? Oh, I got to pivot. No, you should have swerved before you even got to this pivoting. Okay, so that's the difference. Yeah. And Marsha says, yep, haha, he's the same everywhere and in everything. Yeah, I am. But, like I said, don't be fake Jake. Okay, don't be a fake Jake. So I think that's almost about it. Once again, Ace Hotel, sorry to hear, but Ace Hotel is closing January 31st, 2024. So I don't, somebody may ask or may wonder, well, what happens to the people that have the reservations? That's a good question. Have reservations after that date, right? I would have hoped that Ace Hotels has reached out to their prospective guests and said, hey, we're no longer going to be in existence. There is a new hotel taking over though. So you may want to let them know that they may want to let them know that those reservations are transferred over to the new company. I would hope that's happening. Okay. Turnover can be different with one hotel company versus another hotel company. The times that I've been in this situation where one management company, basically assumed the role of the previous management company, everything transferred over, right? They took the reservations and put them into their new system, that kind of thing. And, maybe there's a couple hiccups or whatever, but there was communication between the hotel and the guests to let them know this was going on. And that's how the transition that you want from one company to the next. I cannot speak and be, upfront with you and say that's what's happening because I'm not in the mix with that. I just know what's been happening, what's going on now as far as the hotel closing and things like that. So, but hopefully things are going okay. But I would make that phone call. So what I would do if I had a reservation at the Ace Hotel after January 31st, I would make sure I call them to ask them, hey, what's going to happen with my reservation? So that's my advice to you or anyone that may be experiencing that or maybe wondering like, well, what the heck? Do I still have my reservation? I would follow up with that immediately, okay? Sooner rather than later. So there you go. And once again, if you need a hotel downtown, stayinglevel.com. Use that promo code ROH23. That's Level Hotels downtown on South Olive. I love that hotel, right? So now that I can't talk about the Ace, I guess I'll talk more about the Level Hotel. Boom. Easy for me. No, I'm joking. And this is my quote. This is Russell of Hotels' quote. I've been using this quote quite a lot. I developed this quote. I don't know. Sometimes I have like a book of quotes that I came up with. I don't know where these come from. I just, some days I'm just sitting around and like these words just start jumping in my head. And I'm like, I got to write this stuff down, right? So travel will educate you about people, places, and culture if you allow it to. Although we may be different in our looks and beliefs, we all want the same thing, to be appreciated and respected for our differences. And that comes directly from Russell Hotel. That's me. So, yeah. So, in light of, things that have been going on in the world, I always say, and I always tell people, especially people that are closed off to traveling, that they say, you need to travel more. Travel will educate you about a lot of different things. Everybody's different, right? Even, people, being a manager for years, right? A director or GM or whatever, they always say, I treat everybody, some people say this, I treat everyone the same. Well, you can't treat everybody the same because people come from different backgrounds, okay? People have different experiences. So you cannot treat people the same, okay? Everybody's different. Treat them accordingly, okay? So that's the thing. But have an appreciation for their differences and respect their differences. That's it. I mean, and travel will allow you to do that if you go and open yourself up, right? I've been to Africa. Did you know, although there's Black people in Africa, they have different cultures, right? They have different experiences, different life experiences. They have different everything. So I can't go there and start talking to people like they know what the heck I'm talking about, or they know me or I know them. Just because we're both Black does not mean we come from the same place, okay? So everything's different. They're different people. But I went there. I educated myself even before I went there, and I respected, the differences, because that's what makes people, that's what makes this world a better place to be, right? Because we respect the differences. We don't want everybody to be like us. And what the heck? What kind of fun would that be? You know what I mean? So when you travel abroad, this is for the Americans. When you travel abroad, check your American ego in the plane. Pick it up when you're going back home, okay? That's what I say. So anyway, that's it. I got people talking in my back, in my ear. So anyway, that is it. So thank you guys so much for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels. I know that was a quick abbreviated show, but I wanted to do it today. So you guys have a great day. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. I do the Christmas thing. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, but Happy Holidays to everybody else. Whatever fits with you, go with it. Appreciate you. But anyway, like I said, respect and appreciate the differences, right? Just because everybody doesn't celebrate Christmas, that doesn't mean you can't say Happy Holidays, everybody, because everybody's holidays are different, and I appreciate that and I respect that. So Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and we'll see you, I guess, next week. Will we see you next week on the 26th? I'll try to be on the 26th. If not, I'll see you in the first of the year. Okay. So until next week or whenever, peace.
Thank you for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels. Please tune in every Tuesday at 1 p.m. as we talk to other hospitality professionals. Your feedback is important to Russell. Feel free to email him at russell@russellofhotels.com with any questions or suggestions. Until next time, try not to be a person of success, rather become a person of great value.